State College, Pennsylvania. Beaver Stadium, they call it Happy Valley. But more times than not, if you are a visitor and the lights are on, you do not leave here happy. And these fans are ready for Penn State to kick off another season. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. It's on target and complete. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wide receiver shows motion. Going up top on first down. He makes the connection. Still on his feet at the 45. And he breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Man, can you draw up a better start for this offense? Coming out the gate explosive to start the season, get a touchdown on the board right away, create a lot of momentum for this football season.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They want to run it left here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Hawkins. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Touch pass on the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. They'll try the run. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys in that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied at 7.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's it.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. South Carolina showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Power football with the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Tackled after picking up the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got the back in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Big time throwing that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent, he's got accuracy, and because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
They go to the ground. At the 45 on its way. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
The AT unit on the field. Splits those uprights right in half. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Trying to impose their will with the run. At the 35, he's loose. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
He wants to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Pulls it in. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. From the gun, running back gets to give. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Irish, back on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much.
And he's just plowing ahead. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Off the play fake. Got him downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Irish!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Here's the handoff. At the 35, he's open. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
Off the play fake on first down. He'll get rid of it. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to go up top on first down. Gonna take a shot. And that ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads it downfield. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Tosses it back. They're trying to get to it. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense getting set for first down. He'll start the third quarter with the run. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Leaves it with the running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
They'll run play action. Moving away from pressure. He throws one to the left. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a second down play. The hand to the running back. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. And they can't connect a costly turnover on down.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
They'll leave it with him. Across the 25, he's got room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown by the Irish. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Kansas State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in the Little Apple. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been those K-State fans who will enjoy this win. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. State sends the offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
The give on the inside. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Well, the unique thing about this defense with their nickel personnel is they're able to disguise what they're doing. They can play a lot of different coverages. They can play man, zone, but they can also bring the nickel player in the box and still be pretty good against the run. That time, pretty good job defending the QB scramble. Let's see what they do here on 4th.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 28, Penn State 21.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I know there are some people that say, no, in your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the first down on 4th and 1.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Turns it on in midfield. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When you kicked it in gear, you got the long touchdown.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Running back searching for a hole. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. At midfield, he's got room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's got room. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. The give to the lone running back. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
Notre Dame, 35, and 28.
They're just about ready to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. He's got him wide open. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
The defense will try to hold up one more time. Under 2 minutes to go. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
What a great play by the defense. In a play like that, in this situation of the game, late, it's close, third down, you gotta have it. And how about the pass rush? How about the effort getting to the quarterback?
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. He's got him, and they convert. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Turning to the running game on first and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up.
Get set, go!
Direct snap. He won't make it. They went from the lead by going for two, and they were stopped here deep in the game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here come the Irish back on offense. In a tight game like this, it's no time for complacency, David.
Nah, your defense just let you down a little bit. You still got the lead. Fourth quarter, Palmer, it's go time.
Yeah, I think we're going to find out a lot about the composure of this offense right here. They've got to be able to answer the bell.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, the offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame would love to just run this thing out. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
On third down, going up top. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout.
Hit the afterburners, kid. At the 20. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. A first down run on the doorstep. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Penn State.
This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout.
And he's lined up perfectly. He'll need to kick it right down the boulevard for the win. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. It's good. They have grabbed the lead in the waning seconds of the game, and they are so close to victory. That last field goal put them on top. They're feeling good, but they can't relax yet. Have to cover this kickoff well. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Oh, he tosses it back. He wants a big play here late. And the pass hits, picked off. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.